Good afternoon, everybody. We are live and already in a trade on gold. So we just had the news. Let's check this out. We had hourly earnings, NFP, and non-farm employment change, and we had our unemployment rate, which came in better than expected, and we had a better change in employment. So which means more people are working, and I've seen a pump on the Nasdaq happening here. We took out some of these highs in this resistance here. That's why I'm not looking for any longs here today on Nasdaq. And Bitcoin, which is somehow relating to the strength of traditional markets, has also done a break of the high. So we broke our last high here. We made a higher high, and then on the lower time frame we came up and immediately broke this low, which is a clean setup for me to look for a short, which I normally do at the 0.5 retracement area due to breaking market structure. So we had, let me remove the red drawings, we made a low, a high, and immediately broke this low here. Yes, we did not break this low, but in the trend you see we broke a low, and so this is what I'm expecting here to happen. And also in the higher time frame, if we see, we do have some clear way we can retrace back, so into 107 area if this holds up. Also for our, if I remove my drawings, we have seen here, picked above, hit this resistance here again, and we do react. And what have we been doing all the times? Here came down, here came down, and that's why I'm expecting here to happen as well, to come down, and then we might see breakout above. But first, let me know how all you are doing. Everybody that is watching, good to see you here. So the game plan for today is to look for the short on Bitcoin. I was actually thinking to take this wick and then start my short from here. So from this area here, or just from the 0.5, and then have my stop loss above this high here, and then we could aim for, yeah, somewhat of this low here. Because that it will retrace back all the way up, then it has to fill the whole candle here, which I'm not expecting now to do. I mean, we have seen some bullish momentum, but this is for pulling back, and that's why I will take the whole news candle and trade it like this. But I will wait for a change on the lower time frame. Sorry. I will wait for a change here on the lower time frame before I enter my short. So what I initially want to see is, again, to see a high and then a break, and then we will enter the trade here. But for now it's looking good. Yeah, our gold trade is now pulling back, and we are looking here, or I'm looking here as well, for a retracement of this move. We might see today, we might not, but this is what my idea is. Because what have we seen here? First of all, higher time frame, we see a clear area of support, 0.6 retracement of this move. We get our reaction here, and these are enough confirmations to look for a long here. Lower time frame shift, which we see here, which is my trigger to go. My stop a little bit underneath here, and I'm aiming for somewhat in this area here. Just keeping it simple, no indicators beside the Fibonacci tools, which just measures the depth of retracement, but from experience you can start to tell by eye how far the retracement will be, because I mean you can assume that somewhat, if you see this length, that this part here is the middle of the move. Here we are in our long, looking for this area. I will put to break even, and at the top I have my full position closed here. So we also got the confirmation here by we broke the low, broke the high, pull back, and now waiting for the push to the upside. And Bitcoin, see Bitcoin is now reacting to, if you do not incorporate the wick, then it's this move here. What I'll do, we tapped into this area here, and I'll enter a short. So for what I will do for you guys, stop goes above here, I will just put on the paper trade here so you can follow along, because you know, in crypto you now somehow need to really see that you be somehow as private as possible, because you know there has been a lot of people that were getting robbed and stuff. So it's just important to keep a little bit of privacy, but still enough, yeah, still show everything to the outside, be trustworthy. So I will just do a market sell here, and for you to follow along on how I would do it normally, let's just do it like this. Create a limit order, and we want to put as risk 50. So yeah, this is a question now. If we will do it like this. So this is how we will do it. We get filled, stop is above this high. Otherwise, if we break lower here, then we can look for a retracement and entry there. These are the two options that we have now. Because if we break this low, then I will also put a sell limit order there, which I can just move it down here. And we also have to adjust our size. Okay, so this is not filled, guys. This is just a trading view thing when you add a second limit order, that it fills this one, or it acts as a market order then. So we'll just wait till we get filled up here. This will be our entry, 0.5. The profit goes down here. I will just set the order on my broker as well. Second, BTC, USD. We will look for placement. Ah, okay. I was thinking like, why is the pullback different from here? But I was just using the wrong. I was not incorporating the wick. So let's get in limit order, ending here. Go for a short. Loss goes at 109, 109,632. Okay, my order is placed. Maybe you heard the sound. Oh, I'm sorry, you did just see a black screen the whole time. Just need to rearrange some things here. That I can see the everything, and I see my broker also on the second screen because I've changed my setup a little bit. And now things are not as they were before. So, okay. We are good now. So for gold, we now lose, we push now up to the 0.5 retracement. Okay, the Bitcoin order has been filled. Okay, Bitcoin is filled. Let's see if we push straight through or how we are doing here. Market open will be in some time. And my gold trade is also at break even. Because if we go further down here, then we will just flip this candle. So my stop loss is right below this area here. Okay, Bitcoin is reacting good here. Gold is at break even. They're both reacting pretty much similar. Making the pullback now. Let me just open up the split view. Just need to check. Yeah, we can now as well see the Bitcoin trade too. Remove all the indicators. So we have now both trades next to each other. See how we react here. So for Bitcoin, we still have the 0.6 area left to trade into. But for gold, it looks like we will get stopped at the break even. Close this, then we can see it better. So we are now at area here again. I know with the dark colors, is it okay for you to see? Because hey, I'm pretty new to crypto space and want to get ready for VLFI list. For big projects like this, where they're listed on both central exchange and centralized exchange simultaneously, how should I get ready? I mean, you can get ready in terms of if you just wait for an official statement when they launch, because in the end what they will do, only they know. I can also not tell you, but the best thing is to have some either USDC or USDT ready, and then you could trigger the gun when you can buy it. This is how I would do it. So to answer your question shortly, I cannot tell you exactly what they will do. Okay, gold keeps pumping here. Looking good. We entered a short here. I mean, you see it 1 to 2. Just need to add the take profit here. Yep. Okay, if you break the high on gold here, it will be really important, and I don't see any problem anymore with take profit hitting. So for Bitcoin, it also now starts to push down. And Nay, I hope I could answer your question. Okay, so gold let us live here. I will just put my I will leave my stop at break even, because if we break this low, then we are just wrong. I'm now going to push up. So my take profit here is actually a little bit lower. It's at 3,470. For Bitcoin, it's important that we see a break of this area here, first of all. You guys have any question you want me to take a look at any coin of yours that you're interested in? Actually, this is not looking good here with gold creating the double top here. I might take this position off with Bitcoin dumping as well. So I will monitor it here. Also the candle I don't like. So I will take profits on gold here. It was around a 1-to-1. Let me check. It was a yes, so it was a 1-to-1. So we have this one here closed at 1-to-1. A little bit above here. So I did not like this wiki reaction here, and as well Bitcoin is dumping, so gold might follow that dump. But we keep on concentrating on this position here. If this one's still open, looking good so far. The thing is that we might trade back into the 108, so I will also put my stop loss to break even if we are in the 0.5 retracement of this upwards move, because we still have the possibility to do this. And with this I can secure my stop loss at break even in the position, because if we go above here, so I would set my stop loss around this area here, and with this we can secure it if price want to go higher. So you want me to take a look at, what do you think about the Shiba Inu? I think they're trying to pump hard. Let's just do one thing. I open a new tab for you. And here we look for Shiba USDT. A higher time frame. I like to take a look on the weekly. I mean, currently you could argue everything wants to pump hard. But over time I have started to think more about utility in cryptos instead of trying to hunt the next 100x. That's what basically everybody's doing, but from a let's say TA perspective, yeah, we are at this area here where we pumped the last time. It was, so if we take this into consideration, it was 3x, then it was a 2x. Here it was 70%, but you see also something, every time we pump from here, we were going down. So why people do not think about the possibility that we do now a 20%, so we do the pump here, and then we just have a forever, and at some point we will be here. These are also possibilities that you need to take into consideration when you are into crypto. I mean, there have been a lot of coins that were going down and are worthless now, so do not always think of the, oh, I want to see, yeah, we all want to see it. Probably if you buy down here, you think, I think Shiba will go back to up here and I will make an easy 10x, but the market is always two-sided. But what if it's not like that? Are you secured? Do you have your stop loss right? I mean, in this case here it's easy. If you enter a position, I would do my stop loss around, you could put it like, give it a little bit more space of going down here or here, so 25% stop loss. So if you say you have $1,000, you want to risk 250, you could enter a long, maybe 2x leverage here, and then aim for whatever, but always have your risk management and have an idea of what am I losing when my idea is not going the right way. Okay, so if we now break, I hope this was helping you to understand a little bit of what I was thinking with Shiba. If we break this low, it will be good. Otherwise, if we break the high, here I will close the trade, because then it's just not valid structure-wise. And we also have a market open coming up. So let's see. Okay, gold was pumping to take profit here. No, take profit was actually here. Damn, I need a bigger screen. I already have a big screen, but to fit two charts and have information that the viewer is not getting confused like what he's looking at, it's really... I had a big screen that was curved, but for presentation and streaming it was sometimes a little bit too much. Okay, so if we break this low, I also will probably add another position like this here. Maybe I change my... I could change my... that you see it better when I enter a position. Yeah, that's better for you to see, right? But Nay, are you just buying swing, or you're interested in trading or learning how to trade? Because if so, you could just join our Discord if you want to. And here we also do daily live sessions with other fellow traders of mine. Let me just copy the link. And you can also exchange with like-minded people about crypto and all the topics that are related to finance. So feel free to join us. And yeah, gold would have hit take profit here. So we secured a 1-to-1. Let me just try something. If I make everything white for you, then you can see the structure better. Okay, then it's better to understand what I was thinking. Here as well, missing the break here. So in 4 minutes we have to open. I mean, we had pre-market news, we were dumping. We have the retracement here, so there is a high chance that we could just continue to move to the downside, or yes, reverse this whole move and go to the upside. Okay, gold would have hit our take profit. We made some profits, and we are just risking those now on the BTC trade here. That's what it's all about money management and how you handle. Yeah, that's what it comes down to in the end. I mean, I was not satisfied because, or to phrase it different, I'm happy that the idea that I had, I took. I was not hesitating to enter it. But in this case here, I had to use a bigger stop loss, which was reasonable to have it below here, but to aim for my usual 1-to-2, price has to trade into here, which in this case is likely because we have this big gap up here which was unfilled, but there is a high chance of price reversing at this area. So I was going for the 1-to-1 in this case. Sometimes you have to adapt to the market. It still gives me one free shot that I can take now on Bitcoin, which if we hit take profit is my desired 1-to-2. So it's just about managing. Okay, so 2 minutes before market open, gold has hit take profit. Nice. And here we also could have anticipated the entry on the pullback, but I was entering on the break of this high here. So let's say the cleaner entry would have been the pullback here at 0.5, which we usually do because we were making, my candles are a little bit dark, sorry. So we had a market structure like this: low, high, low. We made a more or less equal high, and then you see here this is bullish, and that's why I entered on the candle close above. If you see this market structure forming, my A plus setup would have been if we have a low, high, low, and then we make another steep low, and from here on we go and trade above. But here market structure was shifting and it was in line with higher time frame, as we saw with the support area, and this is why I entered this trade here. So 15 seconds to market open. Let's see how we react. If we break above, I will just close this trade. I don't need to risk getting this to a full stop because we made the profit on gold. Okay, pumping, market open. Because after a bullish market open is still often a sign for reversal. So we could just grab these here. I will not panic now, and I will see. How the market reacts, because we still have the 0.61 area that we can return on. See what Nasdaq is doing. It also keeps pumping to the upside. Okay, now we need the reaction here. Then otherwise we will just close this trade. Okay, so I have closed this one. So it was break even. So it was retracing the whole news pump. Yes, I'm trying to decide. I mean, what you mean? What I'm trying to decide based on charts? You see, this was just invalid now. Maybe we got just grabbed and it reverses, but we don't mind. Do you just completely decide based on chart? What do I decide based on charts? We are still made a little bit of profit. Gold trade. Nasdaq also keeps pumping and pumping. I just revert my colors here. I mean, if you trade structure, then you don't need colors because it doesn't matter. Okay, so we just ripped through here all the way. So in here I anticipated, we saw the 4-hour move to the downside, that we keep going back down here, or at least back to the support area. And then I had my reasons for the shot, but it's okay. You need to accept that you will lose trades in trading as well. It's just part of the game. Just part of the game. And as I do not see price setting up here again, at least for Bitcoin, there is no need to look at it today anymore. So what you're just going to do is just close your chart. That's it. Tomorrow is a new day. Just close your chart. It's not important to get into a trade you don't like, or that does not go along with your rules. So here for gold, then it's looking better that we have grabbed our move to the upside, but also again here we have made the same setup because we high break and then waiting for, and now here's the question. If you use you see, if you go for this pullback, then in here is a good setup for reversal, because we broke these lows as well here, and this was the initial low we broke after we made almost a new high. So this was 3 highs, and if I look at the RSI, we are probably diverging as well. Yes, so we were making highs, but RSI was making lows, so we were diverging. And now the question is, can we get up to the into this area, or this area here, and from there on I would take a sell. So this would be my desired area to sell from, which is a really deep pullback of this whole move. That's why I assume that we are not going to push up there. Also for our chart. Yeah, we have reacted here. Good bullish momentum. What is dollar doing? Dollar also keeps pulling back now a little bit. So the whole news pump has now retraced to a point where it's either prices return and reverse, so dollar will pump further, gold will dump, or price will just rip right through the top. That's the question. But I mean, we can just wait. Nasdaq keeps pumping like Bitcoin probably does. Yeah. Gold is setting up a good short here, to be honest. So if we short here, my stop goes at this area. I will give gold another shot today. waiting for confirmation because we have not yet broken structure. So still this would be a nice trade here. Good risk to reward, or if we play it safe, then we go for this. Okay, but I don't know if you can see it here. But we're starting to made a high, low, and also the, let's look at the higher time frame candle, is starting. Oh no, it's not configured anymore. Just give me a second. Just need the 1 hour candle. I mean, it's still looking bullish here. This is still bullish. That's why I would want a deeper retracement. So something like this. Hey, let's see. What is DXY doing? Keeps dumping. And keeps pumping as well. And now at 0.6 retracement. See if we get a reaction here. How does the 4 hour look like? Could be here the support on this area. Looking in the higher time frame more bullish than bearish, to be honest. Also 4 hour now. But as we are break even for the day, I'm not searching for anything anymore. I mean, we see Bitcoin was a bummer that it kept pumping. We had our win here on gold, which was pushing higher. And that's it. We leave on a good note. Little bit of profit day. And I see you then next Thursday in the stream. So it was a good first stream to be back again after my short break. If you have any more questions, let me know. We have some more minutes left and then we end for today. Okay, since there are no more questions, let's end